experience. We've had a great team, and that's made the work so much easier, even in a very challenging situation. I think some of the big takeaways for me personally was just looking at how good intentions don't always translate into the tangible outcomes that are intended or anticipated.
The first good news is that I have my coffee, which is an excellent, excellent thing. Because otherwise I'd be pretty much dead to the world, as the rest of my team knows. I don't function all that well in the morning without coffee. Local matters a lot, and so even when we're thinking about context within South Africa, from country to country, even township to township, region to region matters a whole lot. And so we saw differences. That was one of the most striking things between the two clinics that were really, really striking, and that we had no idea. And on that same note, I think very small details matter a whole lot. So just the type of fence, which is one of the things that Anne pointed to when she first got there, mattered a whole lot.
In terms of the actual project and sort of the country, it was really fascinating to see, and I think one of my sort of key takeaways is the fact that, at MIT we sort of take data for granted. And although we could go and collect a lot of qualitative information, one of the things that we kept hoping for was sort of demographic information in the townships, and there's just no possible way for us to have anything around that, which is one of the big underlying factors to whether or not the project could even potentially be a success. And so certainly, we've talked about the struggles of getting data and using it effectively.
I think one of the big reflections for me is not having a health background, to be able to have this opportunity to actually go into a clinic and help a company understand why the clinics are not creating the demand generation that they were looking for was really an incredible experience for me. I think one of the key learnings for me is to understand not to take all the information at face value. So for instance, when we interviewed the people in the townships, they gave us one story, but then we dug a little deeper and found actually information very contrary to what they provided us. So it was learning to dig deeper and to find out what was really behind their motivations.
He looks nice, but he's actually quite aggressive.
100% harmless to man.
We are all still alive.
And in the horizon, you can see Robben Island. Panning to the right, you see the rest of Cape Town.